Happy New Year's, Chickadees! Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be going over the books I read in 2024 in one sentence. Without further ado, let's start with...
Say goodnight, Kevin.
Goodnight, Kevin.
This should really be titled The Man with the Mommy Issues. Paranoia is the most memorable one in the collection, and that's not saying much. Wasn't really feeling this one when I read it, but maybe I'll be willing to give it another chance when I'm not so distracted. There was hardly any urgency in the mystery, and the main characters both acted like children most of the time. This was fast-paced and entertaining for what it was, but the title is a lie.
Guys, I'm eating junk and watching rubbish.
All I remember is the main character likes true crime, was scared of bald people, and somehow that tied into a school fire. This book was so not serious, with a possessive, manipulative love interest and mustache-twirling villains. This felt like such a fever dream to read, where things and events just happened to Alice. Wait, you're telling me this world has both Nintendo Switches and old royalty? More like Roald Dahl, cause every other character was just there to boost Mr. Fox and his ego. The only thing I retained was love is about trust and abuse is bad. The first half and Odysseus' chapters were the most interesting parts. But other than that, have fun meandering with your thoughts. I don't really get the hype for this book, but I do enjoy a good philosophical talk about life every now and then. Oh my god, Raoul! Oh my god, Raoul! That first sight of haunting is still vivid in my mind. However, what came afterwards was just kinda meh. A nice simple fetch quest of getting mushrooms and making friends along the way. We really gotta stop comparing books with big casts and heists to Six of Crows, cause this was just disappointing. Some side gags made me giggle a bit, but Scott is such a mess. I like seeing the separate factions of monsters, but I wish we got more of the politics between them and the humans. Would have liked to see the romance blossoming between San Angel and Lucia. Thank you. Just rich people drama and a struggling artist trying to get her bag, that wrapped up a bit too nicely and neatly too fast. This felt more like a coming-of-age book for Ellie, and the romance came second. Honestly, none of this would have happened if the gods weren't such petty little bitch babies. I rolled my eyes a bit at the amnesia trope, but I enjoyed Roman and Iris falling in love again. Speaking of the amnesia trope, I didn't quite mind it for this one, but it did bother me that it was the crux of the mystery being solved in the end. I liked how each character was actually their own person, but it really smacked you in the face with themes of family and home. This is the kind of vampire violence I wish to see in more media. However, the progression of plot was kind of all over the place. As much as I enjoy the backstabbery and assholery of all the characters fighting for their own interest, these kids need to stay in school. I don't know why this is classified as cozy fantasy. The characters are almost always in peril. Chuck Tingle really knows how to write gross and skin-crawling imagery. I like the squishy art style juxtaposed with the darker themes. Does this count as my introduction to monster romance? Love the Regency era mixed with the fairy lore. Wait a minute, this is a duology?
You may have won the battle, little dude, but you lost the war.
Not necessarily a traditional romance, mostly the main characters reflecting on themselves before finding each other. Hell is an office, and wealthy people are so damn messy. I just feel so bad for my baby girl Boo, and I hope her and Mimi work out. Love a good grumpy sunshine reversal, but I wish we got more pining and yearning from both parties. I like the representation of consent being first and foremost to the intimacy lessons. The whole spirited away aspect and designs of the different yokai and Queen Izanami were very intriguing. A Charlie and the Chocolate Factory-esque story, needing an eccentric author edition. The airplane scene and the award show bathroom scene. Enough said. Love the atmosphere and POVs of the demons. And yes, everybody gets what they deserve in the end. I liked everyone's POV but the exiled princes. This is Asher. I know you got it in you. I'd love a whole book on these two. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're cooking, Frankie!
A mystery that transcends past and present, and none of the characters are wasted. This book took me on such a roller coaster of emotions. Truly, no one is safe from the cruel hand of war. First half is hee hee ha ha silly times. Second half is straight up agony and pain. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you when I see you. Take care, Chickadees.